Hey everybody, it's Michael from Replica Airguns with a tabletop review for everybody. This is a very interesting product. It's called the Alias Gem, spelled G-E-M. I'd call it a multi-ammo mini CO2 airgun, and this is the tabletop review. So I haven't shot it at all. When I do test this gun out, we'll be trying it with a variety of barrels and ammo types, as it's capable of shooting a number of different ammunitions using the swappable barrel system that it has. Now, I generally don't do an unboxing, but this product has really nice packaging, so I did want to show you everything, kind of take it out, and then we'll get into specifications, details, pros and cons, all that kind of stuff. If you are interested in buying this product, it is available at the Canada Replica Airgun store over at replicaairguns.ca, and it may be even available in the US store. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll put links in the description for you to buy it there, either at the Canada store or again, maybe at the US store as well. Now, just a little FYI, it is not an inexpensive product by any means because it's very high quality and it is unique, so you are going to be paying for quality and the fact that it's very unique. All right, so let's open this up or take a quick look at the box first here. I generally don't do unboxing, but that's okay. So it's upside down on the bottom, right side up at the top. I don't know, I guess just in case you got it the wrong way, it doesn't really matter, right? Doesn't matter. So you've got your branding here. www.aliasairguns.com, sales at aliasair.com. So they make it easy for you to reach out to them and get a hold of them if you need to. Go to their website. Okay, so here we go. Let's read this bottom here. So single shot, single action CO2 powered air pistol features interchangeable barrels to fire a wide range of projectiles. Velocity up to 375 FPS. I have seen it saying up to 400 on certain places. This is not a toy. Careless use or misuse can cause serious injury or death for 16 years plus. Okay, obey all laws, all that kind of stuff. Don't brandish the air gun in public as it may be mistaken for a real firearm. All very logical stuff. So here you have on the back some more information. That's kind of what it looks like there. 4.5 millimeter steel BBs and 6 millimeter airsoft BBs. So it comes with both of those barrels that are interchangeable. Again, velocity up to 375 FPS. That's probably using those ammunition types. It does use 8 gram CO2 cartridges, but by the way, there is an adapter for 12 gram cartridges. I do have that coming so that when I do my test, it's a little easier for me to test it since I don't have a lot of 8 gram CO2. So you might want to do the same and order an adapter. It will make it a little bit larger at the end of the day. So again, in the package, it comes with 4.5 millimeter barrel, the pistol, and it comes with the 6 millimeter airsoft barrel, spare seals, owner's manual, disassembly tool. And here's some other options: .177 caliber rifled pellets, so rifled barrel for pellets, 50 cal paintball barrel, 43 cal paintball, and 9 millimeter air rocket. And I believe I have the rocket barrel and the air rockets here to show you as well. Okay, so again, that's kind of what it looks like. So we're just gonna slide this out, and you have one of these sort of Velcro-y type things, and it's upside down. So there's your, that's the way you should be looking at it. So gem, there are gems on the pistol grip. That's why I guess it's called gem. Makes sense, right? So you got all this foam up top here, and then you have your additional manual here. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail here, but you can see here you've got all the instructions on how to put a CO2 in and everything. Here's the barrels. You've got the barrel breakdown. You've got the shows here how to put the barrels in a little bit. I'm not going to be doing a lot of taking apart and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, this is kind of just going to show you how to do everything, right? If you want to pause this and check out each page, you can go right ahead, right? So there's instructions on how to do it. I have no idea. I haven't actually taken anything apart, how to sight it in, but definitely all the information you need. There's even more on the other side. And so there's a blue one and a red one. As you can see, I have the red one here. You've got a breakdown of all the different parts on it there, okay? And then again, barrel release for taking that barrel off and switching them out. Barrel safety. So one side is the safety and one side is the barrel release. Actually, it's just for, I believe, opening it, barrel release. I guess, yeah, no, that's right, for opening it. Taking it off is another story. All right, let's take a look at what's behind door number 1. So here you have the Allen key for tightening the CO2. You've got another Allen key and some seals and things like that. Probably for the barrel, for changing the barrels, right? That's what I would imagine, and extra seals. And here is the airsoft barrel, okay? And you can see it's even got the orange tip there just to let you know that it's airsoft. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so now you know which barrel's on. So typically orange airsoft has orange tips. That'll be 6mm in diameter. Again, that Allen key for the CO2. Now let's take a look at what we're really interested in here. And this is the gem. Okay, and you can see right there, you got the gems. Isn't that pretty? Wow. You could give it to your wife as a present. Hey, I got you jewelry. No, probably wouldn't go over so well. But, you know, maybe if she's into guns, that would. So that's your barrel opener there. We'll get into the, you know, getting up close and looking at it in a bit here. I want to go over specifications and details and everything. But just quickly, you know, you can kind of see what's going on. There's your CO2, right, comes out. We'll get into that in a bit here. All right, so I do have the other barrel that I'll get into in a second here, and this is the rocket barrel set, right? So it comes with the rocket barrel shroud, inner barrel tube, because it is a longer barrel, 4 carbon air rockets, spare breech seals, and owner's manual. So I'll just show you that quickly. Well, let's do it now. Let's get it over with. I'm not going to switch them up and change the barrels or any of that kind of stuff. I just kind of want to show you. So you have instruction manual on how to do this. You do have these arrows. They're like a carbon fiber. There's 4 of them. And then you also have this barrel. These are really hard to get into though. That's one thing I got to say is it's hard to kind of get these out. You almost need like some sort of, I don't know, tweezers or something to get in there because they're really buried in there. Maybe you can get them out from the other side. I don't know. But you can see they're not coming out unless you got like some sort of way to get it out. But you can see here we got the longer barrel, and this is available as an option. So we're not really going to go into all the alternate barrels at this point. You just need to know that you can get alternate barrels for it because that's what it's designed to do, to shoot multiple ammo types and to be able to use multiple barrel options. All right, so let's get into the specifications really quickly, go over those right now. I'd say this is probably one of the smallest airgun pistols you can buy. I don't really know of anything smaller that actually takes CO2. It is a single shot, single action only trigger. So you got to cock that hammer back and fire 1 round, then reload it. It's not a repeater at all. It's just a single shot pistol. It's a mostly all metal build, but it does have plastic sights. I believe the trigger, the safety, and the barrel switch is also plastic, but everything else is going to be metal. Again, it uses those 8 gram CO2 cartridges, but you can get a 12 gram CO2 adapter for it. Now this box version, as it comes, does come with the 4.5mm steel barrel already installed, ready to go. You can swap that out with the included 6mm airsoft barrel if you want to shoot airsoft BBs. And you can purchase additional interchangeable barrel options for a variety of ammo types, including .177 caliber pellet in a rifled barrel, 50 caliber and 43 caliber paintball, and 9mm air rocket arrow. So you could use rubber balls in there as well, the paintball rubber balls, or potentially even aluminum, or potentially even some sort of pepper ball if you can get them wherever you're located. Now the total weight will vary depending on the barrel configuration, but they're well under 1 pound. I didn't really see a lot of actual specifications on the weight, but my estimate is half a pound or so, maybe just a bit more, maybe 600 grams, because it is, I mean, it's small, so it feels dense. You know how when you pick up something small that's dense, it feels heavy, probably heavier than it actually is, but it's got a lot of weight to it. You wouldn't want it to be any heavier than this, I'd say. Otherwise, you know, why? Why do you need it to be that heavy? Now the barrel is 3.5 inches, at least the stock barrel that comes with it. That's 89mm. And the barrel length, again, will vary depending on your ammo type. It does have a post sight up front, a notch sight on the rear. They are non-adjustable and there's no white dots or any type of fiber optics. And the claimed on the box is 375 plus FPS. I've seen 400 listed on some specifications. That could be with different ammo types. And lastly, this product is distributed by Alias Airguns. That is a Canadian company, interestingly, but it is made in Taiwan. Again, it comes in this nice box with 2 barrel options, the BB and Airsoft, the Allen key, additional seals, and the manual. All right, so let's do a walk around now and take a good look at this product, right? Get up nice and close because this is a really nice product. So you can see here all of this kind of chrome finish. You got the chrome on the top, and then you've got the colored chrome in either blue or I believe it also comes in, sorry, this is red, but it also comes in blue. So everything is kind of chromed except for the black, which is going to be the plastic part. So everything in black, at least from what I can tell, if I can get in here, everything in black is going to be plastic. Okay, having a little trouble focusing here. Okay, so your sights, you can see here there's no white dot or anything on the back. Okay, that select, this is actually the barrel switch here. Okay, and on the other side is the safety. That's the safety. Okay, so you have safety on one side, barrel switch on the other to break that barrel open. Now to remove the barrel, I imagine you're just going to have to, boy, this camera's struggling. Okay, so you're going to have to take that screw out there and remove the barrel and replace it with another barrel. So this screw right here. Okay, so you've got the gems on that side as well. Right, you have a nice single action trigger. There's your brass CO2 valve. Very nice trigger too. So just so you can see the take up. A little bit of take up. Hard to predict the release. There's no real moment that you can feel it releasing. It just happens. So just be ready for it, which is kind of okay, because sometimes not knowing when it's going to break isn't always bad, because then you're twitching your hand at the wrong time. Okay. All right. Let's take that CO2 out, or the screw for it. So there you go. Now the adapter just makes it all longer, so it just has a longer threaded area, I imagine. So it would kind of go in about to there and allow you to use 12 gram CO2s. Okay, so it just pierces inside. And once you thread it, sometimes getting it threaded is difficult, you just put the Allen key in there to tighten it all up. Of course, on this one, you're going to have a 4.5 millimeter barrel opening. You've got the metal, looks like a brass barrel on the inside there, right? Right, so you got your brass barrel fitting, and you've got your seals there just to keep all the CO2 going in the right direction. Keep it all inside so that BB is getting as much pressure as possible. Just a straight trigger, again, plastic trigger. You know, I don't know. I think maybe a metal trigger would be nice. It's not necessary, but it would be nice. Metal controls, maybe metal sights. Maybe there'll be an option to upgrade those down the road. I don't know. Maybe some third-party company, because this is a really cool product just to have, right? Quite a neat collector's item. Look at how tiny that is. It's so small. So, yeah, that gives you a good idea. I think I've covered everything, right? It's very chunky, but it's small. You could put that in your pocket, no problem. Just take it with you if you want to take it somewhere and use it responsibly. All right, let's get into some of the pros and the cons. The Alias gem has a super compact design, probably the smallest airgun available, at least as far as I'm aware of. There might be some other things or products out there, but I don't know about them. I like that you have multiple quick or fairly quick change barrels and ammo options. So you're just going to need that little Allen key, that mini one that comes with it, to change the barrel, but that happens pretty quickly. Shouldn't take too long. And it's mostly all metal build with very high quality materials, including those gems. I don't know if they're real gems or not, to be honest, but they could be. It also has a fairly nice, smooth and light single action trigger with a medium take up. And I'd say the trigger is fairly smooth with a medium take up. The release, although not predictable, is smooth as well. So it's not going to catch on anything at the last second just before it releases. It just kind of releases on you. And you're able to use 12 gram CO2s with the optional adapter, but you will have to buy that. I recommend you do, because 12 gram CO2 will tend to be cheaper and easier to buy, and you get more CO2 in there, so you get more shots per CO2. Now it does come in different colors. I have the red one here, but there's a blue. And it does have a decent velocity. Again, on the package it says 375, but I've seen 400 depending on the ammo type maybe that you're using. And it is very eye-catching with the chrome finish and the gemstone detailing, making it a true collector's piece for sure. All right, some cons. Well, right away, if you buy this and you don't buy the adapter, you're going to have to also buy some 8 gram CO2 cartridges, or you're not going to be able to use it until you do so. So make sure you either buy 8 gram CO2 cartridges or the 12 gram CO2 adapter, and you have 12 gram CO2 on hand. Now, it is only a single shotgun. This is not an action shooter. Load around, shoot around, load around, shoot around. You also have to cock the hammer before you can shoot it. So there's 3 things you got to do. Actually 4 or 5, depending on how you look at it. You have to open the barrel, load around into the barrel, close the barrel, cock the hammer, and pull the trigger. So there's a few steps involved in shooting it. but I'm sure it's still going to be a lot of fun to shoot. And lastly, it is on the pricey side at over $300 Canadian. I believe it's right around $350, so it is not an inexpensive product, especially if you're looking at cost per weight, because it's pretty light. But hey, that's besides the point. This is something you're either going to want or probably not want. So if you want it, well, be prepared to pay a little bit more for it. All right, again, this product is available in our Canada and potentially US Replica Airgun stores over at replicaairguns.ca for Canada and replicaairguns.us for the US. I will put links in the description so you can easily find it there and buy it if you're interested. If you're interested in other products, air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories, then check out replicaairguns.ca for our Canada store and replicaairguns.us for our US store. I will also post a written review over on our .com blog, so replicaairguns.com, where I'll put all the information basically that's in this video, sometimes additional information along with some photos and a link to the video and where you can buy it. All right, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, take care.